Hey y'all, so I'm on break at work and I decided to give y'all a little story time. I'm gonna do a story time about how I lost both my parents a year apart. Um I lost my dad first. I'm eating some fruit. I lost my dad first. I was a daddy's girl. My dad used to give me whatever I wanted. Anything I asked for, he would give it to me. I was his only child and I was a girl, so I was super spoiled by him. Um, my mom and my dad did split up when I was younger. I do not know why, because it wasn't a bad split up. Like, I never saw my parents argue. My mom and my dad, like, they never argued. If they did, they didn't argue in front of me. Like, they super sheltered me from stuff like that. Like, I never seen him get loud with my mom, yell at her, call her out her name or anything. And I never seen my mom do that to my dad. So we would go down there and visit. And when we would go visit, like, they were still on good terms and stuff. Like, I used to be trying to get them to get back together because they were on good terms. And then my dad would come up there and visit, and he would also participate in like this little, what was that thing called? Oh gosh, brain freeze. Hold on, now I ain't gonna be able to move forward with the story until I. It was like this little event that they would have at the Slam Fest. That's what it was called. Dang, Slam Fest used to be real fun. So he would come because he would be participating in like these little basketball tournaments there. But like I said, when they saw each other, they didn't have any bad blood against with each other or anything like that. And my dad was really cool with my uncles and stuff. So everybody was just cool. The split up, I guess, was smooth because, like I said, they never argued in front of me. So my dad would do things like he would like save money in like a penny bank or something like that, and he would one day he would just show up to come and see me, and he would hand me all this change, and then he would take me and we would like put the change into the, like, excuse me, the little coin thing, and it would end up being like $250. Now back then $250 was a lot of money. So he would spoil me. My dad really spoiled me. I loved my dad. I still love my dad. So as I got older, he was still like, if I needed something, he would still make that happen. He used to always try to get me to come down. Like, once I got old enough to drive and stuff like that, he would always tell me, like, come see me, come sit with me. And sometimes we would, if we were going down there just to like go out or something like that when I was younger, like, he would be like, oh, you coming down here to go out, come by in the morning, I will cook you breakfast and stuff like that. So I would go see him then. But there was one particular time I can't even remember what I needed, but I know I needed some money for something really important. Now I was older, like, I was driving. I think I had my first and second child. Maybe just my first, I can't remember. I'd be blocking stuff out. But so earlier that week, I had told him, I'm like, hey, it was probably like a Wednesday. I told him I'm coming down there Friday. I really need some money. And he's like, okay, that's fine. So that Thursday, I called him again. I'm like, Dad, I'm coming down there Friday. I'm coming to, I need this money. I'm like, but I'm only gonna have enough gas to get down there, so I'm gonna need you to give me gas to get back too. And he was like, that's fine. So that Friday, I gas up and I drive down here. Like I said, mind you, it's just like a 20-minute drive, but there's like this back road that you have to take. So it, like, if you break down there, it's really like nothing but field. So yeah. So I get there or whatever. Mind you, I don't really mess with it. I don't know anyone there for real. I don't mess with nobody there. Like, on my dad's side of the family, like, I knew my auntie, which was his sister, her children, my cousins, and then my grandma. Like, nobody else for real. Like, I didn't really mess with nobody. I hadn't seen these people since I was like a little kid, when I used to be down there running around and that type of stuff. So when I got down there, I went to his house, knocked on his door, no answer. It's completely dark in here. I'm like, okay, where he at? Now, when I went down there, they were having a tournament there. There was something going on there, like some little event they used to always have at their park down there. So I ended up going up to this. First, I went to my grandma's house, because in the little like projects they stayed in, like, my dad stayed at one end of the street and then my grandma stayed at the other end of the street. So first I went to my grandma's house and I was just like, have you, where's Dad? Has anybody seen him? And she's like, no, we haven't seen him. So it's daytime still. I end up seeing one of my cousins, and I'm like, have you seen, where is he? Have anybody seen him? And she's like, no, we don't know where he is. We haven't seen him. So at this point, not only am I I'm young, I was young and high-headed, so not only am I pissed, like, to say the least, because I have my children with me. I think I can't remember if I think I had just my oldest. It may have been both, but I'm pissed. I'm like, why would he tell me to come down here? He's not at the house and nobody's seen him. And this is a small town. I'm talking about, this town is small, like really a block long. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's very small. But so I end up freaking going to this little event up here, just looking around, seeing if I can see him. And I seen one of his friends that I recognize. And as soon as he seen me, he's like, you know, what you doing here? Where's your dad? And I'm like, oh, I was gonna ask you the same thing. So mind you, I've went to every friend house looking for him, and I couldn't find my dad. I couldn't find him nowhere. I ended up going back to his house, and his girlfriend was there. I didn't really like her. It wasn't because she was dating my dad. It was just because, like, I just really didn't like her. I just didn't like her. She ended up being there, and she was like telling me, I knocked on the door. She opened the door. I'm like, were you here early? She's like, no. I'm like, where's my dad? I'm looking for my dad. And she's like, I don't know where he is, but I could just tell by the look on her face that she was lying, that she knew where he was. And for some reason, nobody wanted to tell me where my dad was. So at this point, I'm just like furious. I'm like, I'm down here. I'm with my kids. I don't have the gas to make it home. How am I going to get home? Why would he tell me to come down here? Follow me for part 2.